everything urban. It's your man Donnie O.
Yes.
J-Mo.
Yes.
You don't. When the will I got wanting competition ain't dope. Beat you, break you, broke you, smoke you, take you, send you to your little group on mute. Sooner or later, he wanna flip, tell him full, send me half with a and all that other ringling brother ish.
Yeah, it's the kid, Maryland's Mixtape Balls, DJ Ill Kid. Catch me every Sunday on Live 97.5, you feel me? Live 97.5, you dig? 4 to 7 on It's Yours Radio. Salute, DMV Mixtape Balls. Let's go.
Yeah, it's funny you say you mentioned your brother because your brother and my brother actually played together at Cecil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Joe Adams.
Right, Joe, that's my man. I didn't know that was your brother.
Yeah,
that's my man. That's my guy.
You know, of course, you played at Chrisville, and then you went through. You guys play AAU ball,
right?
Which, let's see, like my brother and them, like Albert Mooring and all those guys, they started it with the Sharpshooters like in 95, 96. So that was the first introduction to AAU to the Eastern Shore, and you guys carried that torch. Talk about what it meant to play AAU ball. As opposed to, because a lot of kids, they just play on the shore.
Right.
They don't know what it's like to play outside. You know, you might be the man on your block, you might be the man in your town,
right.
You might be the man on the shore, but when you go off the shore, it's a different ball game. Talk about playing AAU and playing other great players across the country.
Well, first off, let me shout out all my old sharpshooter teammates, and then a huge shout out to Dwayne Coverdale and Frank Brown. You know, those two guys were the ones who started the Delaware Sharpshooters. And for me, it meant everything. You know what I mean? Because, I averaged like 25 from my sophomore year of high school.
Wow.
You know, 30 and 30 with 9 assists both my senior and my junior year. Without AAU, I wouldn't have been recruited heavy or ranked as, you know, one of the top 10, top 100 players in the country. You know, so AAU did a big justice for me, you know what I mean? Because it got me recognized. It got me recruited. I was able to get in front of those, you know, those scouts and those college coaches on a major level that, you know, just don't respect basketball on the Eastern Shore as far as the Bayside Conference. So they're not coming down here to do any recruiting, you know. So, you know, and it gave me an opportunity to gauge myself to see where I was against all the top players around the country. You know, those top New York point guards, and you know, it gave me an opportunity to see where I was playing against those guys. And you know, in certain tournaments we went to, we had a lot of success. Other tournaments we didn't. But those tournaments that I didn't have success, it allowed me to come back home, and it gave me an idea of what I needed to work on.
It's dope. And you went to the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. University of Maryland.
Right.
The Maryland Terps and got a national championship there.
Yes, sir.
Talk about that experience.
Man, that's the craziest experience I've ever had in my life. You know, I've won on every level I've played in. You know, I won a high school state championship. You know, being able to do that for my hometown, for Chrisville, was amazing. Especially because there's so much tradition there. And back then, you know, I'm not so sure about now, but back then, anything less than the state championship was a failure, you know, for Chrisville. So that was dope. I've won a professional championship in Europe. That was dope, but nothing compared to winning a national championship, man. NCAA championship, playing with great guys like Juan Dixon, Steve Blake, Chris Wilcox, Lonnie Baxter, you know, Mutan, who's going to be in the game, and Dre Day.
Okay.
You know, playing for a Hall of Fame coach and Gary Williams. You know, that was just an amazing experience, something that not too many people are able to say they've done. I know on the shore, it's probably one other person in Albert Mooring. You know, he won when he was at UConn.
You two it all, that's it.
Yeah, you know, so that's an amazing, you know, experience, man. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's dope. And it was within the three, because you won in 2002, right?
Right, I won in 2002. I think Albert won maybe
99.
99, yeah.
So within the 3-year period, man, it's never happened before and hasn't happened since. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. History, and sure indeed. So then you transferred, right?
Right, I transferred my senior year. You know, it wasn't really working out at Maryland how I wanted, how I expected. I've always been the type. I've been super ambitious, and if I put my mind to doing something, you know, I'm gonna do everything needed to go get it. And you know, since 12, I've always wanted to play basketball professional, rather it be in Europe or in the NBA. And I didn't see that happening at Maryland, you know, so I got an opportunity to transfer. I took advantage of it. Went and played for a coach who was my assistant coach at Maryland.
Okay.
And Jimmy Patso is another guy I got to give a shout out to. You know, and he just gave me an opportunity, and I took it. And, you know, I took full advantage of it.
No doubt. So you put up numbers there.
Yeah, finished fourth leading scorer in the nation that year. For probably like half of the season, I was leading the nation in scoring. Mm-hmm. Led the nation in 3-point baskets made. You know, it was a great experience. It was a great experience, great opportunity for me.
And playing overseas. How many years did you play? And talk about that experience over there.
I played 11 years in Europe. You know, it was a great experience. You know, my first few months when I first went over, it was difficult for me. It was the first time that I've ever been out of the country. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I go over there, and I remember the first meal I had a salad and steak. You know, and I was with the GM and the coach of the team. And I asked the waiter for ranch dressing. And they ain't have any of that. You know, they don't have any of that.
So
none of the cereal we have. I
was
in Italy my first 5 years. And, you know, but I played in Italy, played in Turkey, and I played in Belgium. You know, but my first few months overseas was rough. You know, and just trying to get accustomed to that lifestyle is completely different. You know, a lot of people didn't speak the English language, so that was tough. But you know, just learning other cultures, and like, you know, I'm fluent in Italian now, so you know, just learning the Italian language, and you know, I got a lot of friends over there in Europe, you know, that are Italian, you know, that I can interact with, you know, for the rest of my life. That I think that's pretty dope, having friends outside of, you know, my country.
Yeah. You talk about the culture. Ain't no mac and cheese and sweet potatoes over that junk.
Right now, everything natural, man.
Right.
Everything
Which is a good thing, though.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
I mean, you know, you look like the people over there are more healthy than what they are. You know, what we are here. You know what I mean? So, because everything is natural. Nothing is you know, fake food, or they're not putting any steroids or anything. That processed food.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's dope. Let's talk about Dre Day. Last year was your first year, right?
Right.
Doing it.
Right.
What led you to do that?
I mean, just when I came home, you know, first of all, before I came home, I always told myself, you know, when I finish, I want to figure out ways to give back. You know, obviously it was going to be something pertaining to basketball, because everybody know me for basketball. You know, I used to do a lot of things like in my community back home in Chrisfield that, you know, I wasn't big on like telling people what I was doing. I was just doing it out of the heart, you know, just love. But I wanted to do something real, like, bigger for the entire shore, because I feel like I can touch kids on the entire shores, and it's not just about Chrisfield. You know, it's a bigger picture. You know, so part of that, when I was gone, I used to see things like, you know, stuff that's still happening now, like the murders and, you know, all of that type of stuff just wasn't going on when I was growing up. You know what I mean? And I feel like these kids with social media and being, you know, just having that, like having murders constantly in front of them, it's become a norm. You know, and this area is too small for that. This area is way too small for murder to be a norm.
Definitely.
You know, so you know, so I just wanted to do something like this, and also to show the kids success. You know, because they can see me all day, and you know, it's cool, like, oh, that's Dre, or whatever, you know, but it won't hit home like if they see someone with an NBA uniform.
Right.
You know what I mean? Someone with a football, an NFL uniform, or someone they can see on TV. You know, it won't hit home the same way. You know, so part of that was just also showing the kids that your dreams and success is attainable. You know what I mean? Like, it's possible. You know, so pretty much this effort is to try to get our streets back. You know, try to get the community back to the shore being a loving place. You know, somewhere where this is a place where people come to retire.
Exactly. This
you
is
know
like the Hamptons of Maryland, so
right.
to speak. You know what I mean?
This has become a place where people come to retire, man. I just, you know, I'm just trying to give back and show love to, you know, to the area I grew up.
This year, you have an NBA champion this year, amongst others.
Right.
So who you got this year?
I mean, got my man Quinn Cook, you know, with Golden State Warriors. You know, he's gonna be here. You know, and I felt that it was only right to try to improve the lineup this year, you know, to make it bigger, and hopefully next year do the same. But Quinn Cook is here. We have Josh Morgan. He played with, he was a wide receiver in the NFL, played with the Redskins, the Bears, and 49ers. Got Jamar Smith coming back, played with the Spurs. Mouton's coming back. Travis Garrison, he was my teammate at Maryland. He was a McDonald's All-American, which is huge in itself as well. You know, we got Trey Kelly. He spent some time with the Miami Heat, currently playing overseas. Then we got a host of other guys that, you know, locally that's playing. We got a street ball legend out of New York, go by Poster Boy. You know, he's gonna be here, you know, so
strap up. You better strap up.
Right.
Well, they better strap up for you anyway.
No doubt.
Off the top,
no doubt. I know people, you know, I done get put on a few pounds, but I like I said earlier, I will still give some 150 quick.
You just dropped. I mean, you drove to DC not long ago using that Urban Coalition.
Right.
Drove to DC, hopped out the whip, and dropped 9 threes on them. Like, come on.
No stretching.
No stretching. Jump back in the whip and head back to the shore.
That's
just
what
like
I do.
that.
Within an hour, that's it.
My man, word up. So we have an after party as well, right?
Yeah, no doubt. Having an after party. And also, let me say, man, I'm excited about this because he wanted a challenge and I wanted to give him one. You know, he's used to doing the parties, but I got my man Drizzle. He can be the MC for the game. And, you know, he told me he grew up like an N1 street ball like fan. And
so he'd be like Hannibal.
Right, he used to love the hype, you know what I'm saying, like on the microphone. I think that's pretty dope too, you know, because they do that in DC a lot too.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So, but, you know, I'm going to give him that challenge, man, and I'm sure he going to make the game lit too on his end. Before I speak on that, I do want to say, you know, I want everyone to get the message on what this game is about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just about basketball. It's bigger than basketball, obviously. Like, with being who I am, I'm trying to give back through basketball. You know, the game is, you know, to bring awareness to gun and gang violence, bullying, and, you know, drug abuse. You know, so I'm just hoping that everybody, when you do show up, you come out, and, you know, it's all fun to have fun and watch the game and, you know, be excited to see professional athletes. But at the same time, make sure you leave and get that message.
And those are 3 topics that are, you know, real, like you said, you mentioned for the shore to be population-wise, you know, not as, you know, vast, you know, as you know, the Baltimore or DC areas, you know, Philly, New York and all that. But, you know, when you have kids who, and not to make that just an excuse, but it is what it is. I mean, if kids got this idle time, they don't have constructive things to do, they're going to find something to do. Right. 9 times out of 10, it's not good, you know. So, and then, again, that, and then on, you know, seeing you and your success. And it's one thing, you see it so many times, you know, you have people, local people who are successful, but you never see them again.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, might breeze through and that's it, and keep going, you know what I mean? But you came back and you're coaching.
Right, yeah.
You know what, J.M.
Bennett,
right?
Yeah, coaching at Bennett, yeah.
Bennett. So you're actively participating, actively involved with the kids, you know what I'm saying? So for them to see that and say, man, I can do that. He did it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's great to see. You know, not just you, but everybody that's involved in what you're doing. You know, this is Dre. You know, he put on the boxing event and all the other things that, you know, Dre does. And, you know, right there, all 3 of you guys, you know what I'm saying? You're actively involved constantly. You know what I'm saying? So, and it shows that you're not untouchable, because some cats get to a certain level and they kind of like, their ego just takes over everything. You know what I mean? So that's great what you guys are doing.
Appreciate it, man.
Word up. So y'all, Dre, y'all want to speak on the after party real quick before we wrap up? Get your Hannibal voice on him, baby.
Yeah, you already know what up. It's Drizzle. Shout out to Tyreek ENT and Movie Boys. You know, I got to shout that out first. But yeah, you know, I'll be hosting the game, Dre Day. It's my first time doing it, so I'm gonna try to bring my little spicy little humor and entertainment to it. But we also got the after party after the event. It's gonna be at Brew River. We're going to have DJ Ruckus, we got DJ Straight Up, we got MMG, DJ Dre. There's some dope performers coming through. We got Paul De Niro, C-Mac. one of the hottest guys on the shore in my eyes, you know, making them some big noise. Got a nice little project coming out. Tana coming through for a nice little sneak appearance, and Fatal to the Cannon from Cambridge.
Okay.
And he's doing his thing for a while. Been grinding real hard with the whole camp over there. Him and Grizzly the Grinder. Shout out to Seymour Bucks, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be it's a whole nice little day, you know. You got a nice little daytime event to come out to and enjoy something. You can laugh and watch some good competitive basketball, and then go home, shower up, change, get your pregame on, and then come out, you know what I mean? Just mingle. You know, it ain't really gotta be a
bag a
whole
little
super turn
something,
up.
bag a little something for the night.
Come out there and get nice, you know, and just enjoy yourself. Mingle with people. Some of the players might still creep through, you know what I mean? So you never know who you're gonna see there. You know what I mean? You might hang around. They might hang around, come in there, and just show their face. You know, you never know what you're gonna see there. So just, you know, pull up, have a good time, man. Both events, Dre Day and after party. We out there. It's lit. Let's go.
Sunday, fun day, turn your radios up. Donnie-O, J-Mo, are you ready or what? 97.5 is yours, radio live. From 4 to 7, you can chill before it's back to your job. You decide on your Sunday moves, so you can cool out and groove out to Sunday school. If you coming from the sand, stuck in no-see traffic, Ill Kid, the mixtape boss with OG classics. Anything from BDP to DOC, and of course taking the sports break with POV. You get the news, it's real, don't ever get it confused. If the word is in the street, we'll definitely bring it to you. Get in tune, Mr. Whitlock, Sheriff Dave Clark. They both blind, that's the reason why they stay lost. We for the people, that's the reason why we stay truest. Look at the coons, always trying to dance their way through it. If you got bars and send them in, just make sure it's clean and ill or give it a spin. If it's hot, then it's here. If not, it's gotta go. Hip hop and neo soul, J-Mo and Donnie-O. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.